Should I do the intro?
Yeah, sure. I did the intro last time, so
Go. What's the intro?
A few moments later.
okay. Welcome to Horrified Beans.
What's up, fuckers?
So how you doing, bro? It's been a while.
I've been working and streaming.
It's been like what, two months?
Just about,
Yeah, 2 months.
Guys, this is pre-recorded. You know what I'm saying? This
We're
we're recording this in January.
Fuck no. So today I got some good ass fucking stories for you.
Do you?
Yeah. I was looking for.
I do have a story recently
Oh, for real?
at my job, bro.
At your job?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the name of the place that you work at? God.
Build your salad. I build salads, guys. I toss
I
salads.
forgot that it was a. I forgot.
I work at a salad bar. So this happened like for 2 weeks now. I just
It's been like some shit.
some
like that?
weird shit. Like ever since we did the first podcast
Yeah.
together. After that, shit's been weird. The first day it happened, usually when the first day of quote unquote paranormal stuff
Yeah.
happens, you're not really thinking paranormal stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm closing the store down, right?
What time?
And it was like 9 o'clock.
Okay, so it wasn't that late.
It wasn't that late. It was so I started shutting off the lights and I was leaving from the back. So when you leave from the back, there's that's the back of the house right there, and you have the main door right here.
Yeah.
To go from the back door. And I just hear
Oh hell
I
no!
look over, I'm like, And at first I
Excuse
thought
me.
it was like this little, because we have the little fly zapper thing where
Yeah.
you just flies
I
are dead,
fucking love
they
that.
clock out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. I was like, okay. I wasn't gonna check it out. Nope.
Wait, couldn't it be there a chance that you were getting robbed? You were just like,
I was the only one there. There was no like there's cameras and everything. So like the next day happens, right?
yeah.
This was like around 8 o'clock ish, right?
Mhm.
There's nobody at the store. It was me and my coworkers, right? One coworker went to the back,
Yeah.
like the back, like outside to the back. The other one was in the front house with me, and I'm making a DoorDash order, and behind me right here there's a doorway to go to the back of house,
Yeah.
and I peeked over just because to see like when the order needs to be due,
Yeah.
and by the door I see something like somebody went inside.
Oh hell no!
So I'm thinking it was somebody.
Oh hell!
I thought it was one of my coworkers. No, I wasn't by myself. I thought it was somebody.
Okay.
I thought it was one of my coworkers. The coworker that was in the back of the door, but I didn't hear the door close.
So it was,
So I checked over. There was nobody there. I said,
Fuck no!
"I said, nah, this place is nah."
Wait,
bro.
did you get to see like how it looked or something, or did you just saw the shape of
It
a
was
person?
just like an elbow, like a shoulder and an elbow, just like
Just
boom, like walking inside the back of house.
hell no! Like that shit. Imagine that happened. The lights start flickering and stuff.
Man, I'll quit.
No, you're good. Hell no. No, that shit's scary as fuck though. Did anybody else like told you before that like were there any stories about that place at all?
Mm-mm.
No. Hell no.
The only thing I know is that it only happened when I was around.
Hell no.
I didn't say it. I didn't talk to anybody about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Look, I got a story that I remember. I forgot to contact my my boy McCrane, but you remember McCrane, right? For those who don't know, McCrane used to be our construction teacher.
Mhm.
But what's it called? Remember, I don't know if he did this to you, but he usually used to do this to all new people that got to his class. He would like show you pictures of the shop, and then out of nowhere, like he'll make a funny joke and do like the sign. Back then, that used to be like funny,
Right.
yeah. But he was doing that and stuff, and then we were starting to talk about like the shop and stuff, and like we were talking about how we were using machinery and stuff. But then he said, he was like, you guys got to be safe, because if any of you mess up, you guys could end up getting hurt or even killed. And I'm like, yeah, shit. He's like, let me tell you guys a story. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, I think I know this story.
Yeah, we probably do. Yeah, I know. But like,
that whole high school was haunted. If you didn't know.
fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, that
we
whole
gotta go record there.
We
sometime.
got to.
We can though. If you ask, you can get permission. I think for the gym. I think. But okay. So I gotta tell you 2 stories from that. But this is the first one. So in construction, he was like, "Oh, you guys can get killed and stuff." And he would like, he told us that one day, like a long time ago, one student got like impaled by a piece of wood,
Into
from
his
the
chest,
saw.
yeah, I
yeah,
remember
and
this.
he passed away, like he died
Instantly.
Yeah, and so basically, he said that after that, a lot of kids reported seeing like a ghost or another student that wasn't even supposed to be there, and he said he's seen it before, and he actually had proof of it. Did he show you the picture?
No, he didn't.
No, he shows the picture, dude. Like it's getting goosebumps. But he pulled it up because he still has it because he said that what's it called, Mr. I think it's Graham. No, Graham. I forgot his name, but the design teacher, the graphic design teacher that's across him.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, in the corner. And so he said that what's it called? He came into his room and he said he wanted to get something from the bag from the shop. And he said, "Yeah, go ahead." And Mr. McCrane was taking his break, so there was no students there. So he was just sitting there in his computer. And then so Graham just went to the back and he was like, grabbing his stuff and everything. And he said that out of nowhere he saw a student, but he was, with the saw, next to the saw. Yeah, and he said that he wasn't supposed to be there, so he went right back out. But then when he turned back, he was heading back to Mr. McCrane, but then he turned back to see him. He was still going to be there. He wasn't there anymore. And he said he turned pale. And he was like,
because he knew the story of it.
Well, yeah, no, but back then he didn't know. Yeah, he didn't know then. And so he went to McCrane, and he was walking past McCrane. Mr. McCrane was like, "Are you okay?" He was like, "You look like you saw a ghost." And he was like, "I did." And he was like, "Oh, you saw him?" He was like, "Saw who?" He was like, "Him." And then that's Mr. McCrane told him the story.
Okay.
So that's the way Mr. McCrane found out.
Yeah.
And so Mr. McCrane said that I think before. The shop had some stairs that but they redid the whole thing, so it looked different for when me and you were in school. Right. But he said that when Mr. Graham found out about this whole entire story, there were some stairs and stuff. And so Mr. McCrane said that in the stairs when he was coming out, he had his camera, and he said he was taking pictures for like to see to see how everything's gonna look after they remodeled the whole shop. Yeah. And so when he took a picture of it, that's when you see it. It's you can see a kid with a shirt, I think a green shirt, and you can see him like flying, like it looked like he was getting pushed back, and you can see the stick going through him. Yeah. Oh, and the fucking picture, it's so clear. Like you can tell the guy, you can tell where the fucking piece of wood is coming. And when he showed it to us, I did not believe this man. I was like, you are, because Mr. McCrane, he's always joking around. Yeah. And I was like, I do not believe you. Like, and
he showed you proof.
And he was like, let me show you. And he showed the whole entire class, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I remember.
I still have it on Instagram. I'm gonna hit him up and see if he answers, and I can get the picture because he had it on his phone.
Okay.
Yeah, and dude,
because I remember, I don't know who told me this, but it was one of the teachers.
Yeah.
Apparently, in the auditorium. There was a girl, a teenage girl that actually, like back in the day, that fell from the top.
Oh yeah, I know the story.
And she died when she fell from the top of the auditorium. And then,
something that happened too afterwards, but they didn't die. You know?
Yep.
Okay. What they told me, or what I found out, is that her and some other people, so they went to the auditorium, and when they were remodeling, so there was no people in there because they were not allowed because they were remodeling. So they're dumbasses. What they did was they climbed up to the where the AC is, where the old flows through, and so they went through there to get into the top of the auditorium.
There's no other way to get on top of the auditorium?
No, because they were climbing to the space between the ceiling and that cardboard thing where the lights are. You know how it has little squares that you can push up and stuff? Bro, I don't know why they didn't think about this. If you put your weight on that, it's gonna break easily.
Break through, yeah.
It's not like a stiff wall. And they were just trying to crawl underneath there. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. A lot of people said they were trying to smoke or something, but I don't think, like, who's gonna smoke in there? Like, why would you go into the AC unit thing to smoke some weed? No, like, what's it called? So they went up there and they just dropped. I talked to her and I'm like, hey, what happened? Like, and she told me the whole thing, and yeah, she that happened. But the creepy thing is though that it's creepy that how like years before. That also happened, but somebody fucking died.
Yeah, I think they say a girl died.
Yes, a girl died there. Yeah. But a lot of people say that a lot of creepy happened there.
I remember getting to class one day. This is a senior year too.
What?
Getting to class one day.
You get to class?
Yeah. I was from an English class, and I go upstairs for I think my math class or zoology. I can't remember. And as I was walking to class, right?
Yeah.
And I feel, I had a bag, right?
You had a what?
I had a bag on, right?
Uh-huh.
So as I'm walking to class, I can feel my bag lifting up.
Oh hell no!
And someone gets behind you, and you can.
No wait, where was this again?
This was in senior year. This is the first.
But where were you in school?
It was the first floor. When you walk into the main building, it's to the right.
Oh no way! Because I heard stories like that where people say they feel their backpack getting lifted up.
Right, and because like you feel your bag like lift up, and you walk a little bit faster, right? And that's why I felt, and I turned around. There was nobody there. I'm like, what?
Nah way.
And this is way before I heard about the kids dying in that school.
Shit.
damn.
Oh, now that reminds me, dude. Let me tell you. When we talk about these stories, a lot of shit comes back to my head. A lot of things. For example, I don't know if you never met them, but I have some friends, and I know them for a long time. We basically like know each other for like since I think like sixth grade probably. And what's it called? So their mom. I mean, they used she works as cleaning schools and stuff. Typical Hispanic stuff.
Yeah.
Your dad builds a school, your mom cleans it at night.
pretty much.
So their mom used to go there and clean the school, But sometimes she needed help. It's a fucking big ass school.
It's a big school.
And she only cleaned a certain area because there were other people coming and clean the other areas. But she used to clean up where Miss McCrane's class is and Mr. Graham's class is. So she cleaned that area, and I don't know if you remember, but there's 2 extra rooms in there. There's one where Mr. Graven is before his class. There's a door. It's like a empty room with some computers, and then across that room there's another room with just seats and stuff. That's connected to the shop, to the construction shop. So sorry about that. The twins told me that one day their mom was like, "Hey, can you guys come with me and help me out?" And they were like, "All right, let's go." And it was a little late at night. It was kind of dark because they do it after school. We have after school programs and stuff, so they really can't come in around 7 or 6 because there's still students there. He told me they kind of come in late, like around 10 or stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes they gotta leave way like at midnight because they gotta clean real good. And so he told me that they were cleaning. They were like mopping. They were like, cleaning all the seats and stuff. And so they were getting to Mr. McCrane's class. They were going there. But their little brother stayed back in cleaning some stuff in the other room. So they all left and left him alone in that room. And he told me that he was coming out of that room and that he heard somebody call his name. Yeah. Like, hey, like he turned around thinking it was, because it sounded like his brother. So he turned around. He was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "What?" He went in there like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh shit! I just turned off the lights. There's nobody here." So he got creeped out because he heard his brother calling him.
Right.
And he was distracted, so he thought he actually was in there. But then when he turned on the light, he was like, "Wait! I turned on the light. There's supposed to be nobody here. I was just in here." So he kind of freaked out, but he was like, "Nah." He kind of like just let it slide because he didn't really turn the light off. Left. But then when he was closing the door, when he tried to head back to where his siblings were, they pulled his jacket, like yanked this bitch, like. And I was like, and he said he fucking freaked out. He started screaming and he fucking went running to them and shit. And they were like, "Whoa, what happened?" He was like, "Bro, it's like," he was like, "So you guys gotta stop playing." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Stop pulling me." He was like, "No, it's not us. What do you mean? Who's pulling you? We're not even there." He was like, "Somebody pulled me and somebody called my name." He was like, "What?" Yeah. And so they all ran back to check the room. There was nobody in there. But the creepy thing is though that he heard their actual like voice.
Yeah.
Like it was them.
Like right there.
Yeah.
No camera.
Isn't that fucking creepy though?
That's weird, dude.
And then they janked his shit. Like, fuck no. I forgot about this story until now. Because they told me I think the 2 days after that happened. Because we used to hang out a lot back then. And I remember, I think it was on a Thursday that happened. And they told me like a Saturday or Sunday. I'm like,
that's weird.
Yeah. Okay, so I have another story though. Like this one, I don't know. You probably heard of this one. I think it was trending on TikTok. I was gonna say TikTok. No, it was trending on TikTok for like a while. But hold on. Let me pull up my notes because now I got this one. This guy's called Mario Lara, and so this dude kind of he has a store in Mexico, and he basically like sells piñatas for kids, candies, decorations for parties, and so like he when he closes his store, his piñatas just sitting there, he just leaves them hanging and shit. But apparently after he opened his store, like a lot of creepy shit started happening, like paranormal shit.
After he opened the store?
Yeah, after they opened the store, like when they put it in place and shit, when they started, they started working there and stuff, a lot of shit started happening for some reason. And he has like cameras and shit, so he captured a lot of this shit, like weird shit happening. You can see his piñatas just like moving by themselves, or like you can hear voices. Nah. And in there's this video where like this lady was like just cleaning up, dirt and shit, and then all the candy behind her just drops like somebody just threw it in the floor. She freaks out and starts running and shit.
I would too.
Yeah, but there's this one video that is very famous because the shit that you see in there. Look, let me show you. First, I gotta show you because I'm putting it in there. So Y'all gonna see it too. But let me show you this shit because this shit is creepy as fuck. Let me see. There's okay. Look. So this is the video that made him famous because of the shit that you see. And dude, it's fucking creepy. Look between the piñatas. Look at that shit. Look how the lights flash.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. He captured that on his camera. See how creepy
what
that
the
is?
fuck? I didn't see it until it started moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
And he sees a lot of more shit like that. Like his piñatas are thrown across the stuff. There's also a video where he has one hanging and he just starts turning on itself like really fucking fast. And you can hear like a laugh or some shit in there.
That is so creepy.
And he says that that image right there that you're looking at, that fucking creepy lady looking thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's been appearing on his cameras lately. Like that's the shit that's just been like messing around with him. Yeah, look at that. And it hides behind all the piñatas that he has.
It looks so disgusting.
Isn't like that's fucking
it looks like a
creepy. And it looks
skull.
wet too. Now
It looks
that
like
I
a
think
wet
about it.
skull. Like
Yeah. Boy, that boy is looped up. He's ready.
Oh my god.
To scare people. Yeah, but that's
He said
yes. So let me get ready for this shit. Imagine that fucking
just got out the shower and shit just to
live up. No, but like it's creepy as fuck though.
That's
'Cause
weird.
The thing is though, he has kids too, and that motherfucker scares his kids a lot. Like them kids are fucking traumatized by now, I bet. But that shit is fucking creepy.
Oh my god, dude, that was like I wasn't expecting that shit.
Yeah, it's
because like I didn't see it until it started moving its head. I said, "Yo!"
Dude, I got scared with the first time I saw it because like I was watching this like in the middle of the night. I'm like I'm gonna skip this shit. Like I
Like,
saved
I gotta
it.
go sleep.
I'm tired. Hell no. No, but it's really. This
Necesito, por favor, ayúdame.
boy said the Spanish stuff. You know that shit's strong when it's in Spanish. Okay, look. So now let's change to another story though. Because this one's creepy as fuck.
Spooky.
Because now that I forgot you were talking about your coworkers and stuff, but this one is about coworkers too.
Ooh.
But this one's creepy. Let's see, bro. I don't know if this will happen. I don't know how people react differently, but this guy got traumatized. Look, so there's this guy that works in this construction site, and
Why
so
does it always be like the factories or construction sites?
because a lot of people died there, man. A lot of
Oh yeah,
accidents
you're
happened
right.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of shit happens.
Like a
there.
hammer getting thrown at their head or something.
You know, shit falling on people and stuff.
Yeah.
But this one is this guy who works at this, big factory and shit. And basically, what he does in the middle of the night, he's just like a guard and he watches all the materials, which is fucking creepy. Like, if I was gonna do that, I would need to pay. I would need to get paid. Bang. Like, if you want me to fucking guard your shit, like guarding means you gotta protect it. So you gotta pay me some bank, and then I need a little extra for some scary shit that may happen because you never know. Like fuck being there at night.
Like, yo, y'all want to be famous? Yeah, here you go, bro. Check this out.
No, but so apparently, I don't know if this is 100% true, but apparently a few years back, one of their co-workers passed away from an accident, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so they don't know if this was him causing this shit, but apparently there was this guy, and there's this big cylinders of this wood cylinders that have wires around it, just to keep it safe and shit. Yeah. And so those are really big. Yeah. They're like this taller than you. They're huge and shit. They're probably the size of this table and taller than us. Damn. Yeah, but they're round. So what you can do to move them is just push them. Since they're round, they'll just move by themselves. Right. But it's still hard to move it. You have to put force into it. You can not just tap it and it'll move by itself. No, you gotta go in there.
Push that shit.
So the guy was walking around, in the night, just flashing his flashlight and shit. Looking around. And he said that he needed help moving that. He was on the way or something. But then out of nowhere, a co-worker appears. And he was like, "Oh shit!" He was wearing the same uniform, so he didn't really think anything about it. He was like, "Oh shit!" He said, and then his co-worker was like, "Hey, you need some help moving this?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got you," and you push it. He's like, "All right." So the guy that appeared out of nowhere started pushing the thing, and so he was guiding him with his light, and you could see it in the video that was getting pushed and stuff. And then when he goes to thank him, he's no longer there. And he's like, "What the fuck?" You can see even, I'll show you in the video, he sees like really fucking confused, like what the fuck just happened?
Is it like a security camera?
Yeah, it's a security camera.
Oh, that's wicked.
You could fucking see it perfectly. Yeah, let me show you. Let me just show you.
That's so cool.
Look. But it's creepy as fuck though, because like you could tell that he was convinced that there was somebody there. Like It's crazy. Hold on.
Like do you see the person, the other person?
No, that's
Oh,
no. You can't see it. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Look.
Yeah.
You see those big cylinder things? Look. He's moving in. He sees somebody guiding. He's guiding the person, right? He's like, right there is good. And he was about to go thank him, and look, he's looking around. Where's he at? Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's crazy.
Hell nah.
That's a helpful ass ghost, though. I'll say
Hell
that.
yeah.
You can see him guiding it. Too.
Yeah. He was like, come on. But right now he's just confused. Look, he's looking around. He's looking around. He's like, what the fuck? He's no longer there. See?
And you can't just automatically like
That
have
you
it
cannot
rolling.
just push that, or like it can roll by itself once you give it a really good push. You have to be strong, you know, because it's not just tapping and rolls.
Right.
But that is really creepy.
That's weird.
Like, you could see him. He was seeing somebody because he was, you know,
He was
hey,
actually.
yeah. He
you
was
know
like,
what I'm
"Come on, bro! Like, push this shit. I got you." Like, isn't that creepy? That is like, how would you do if somebody's making a salad? You know, you're like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" He's like making a salad, and then he may give it to you, and then you turn around to thank him. He's like, no longer there. And the salad is
That
gone,
man
too.
made a whole salad and shit, bro. I would
Yeah.
dap that ghost up, bro.
Like, you got you, bro. No, but
Extra tomatoes,
like shit, man, what got me?
You know what I'm saying?
No, but like that shit is creepy though.
That's wicked. That's actually
That's
fire.
cool, ain't it? That's cool.
fire.
That's fire though. Oh.
Like, you have a helpful ghost, bro. While everybody else in the hospital.
You like you out here struggling with that shit, and the ghost like, I got you. When you started pushing
Like, hey, yo,
that
come on,
shit.
let's go.
You know he got that ghost strength too. He was like probably using one hand, just
Using a finger.
just like pushing it with his mind, bro. That shit is cool though. Yeah, when I first watched this video, I thought it was really creepy because the fact that he was moving something.
Right, and then the fact that he actually really thought he saw somebody, like he was 100% sure.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you can back this up. You know what I'm saying?
There's this other video. I don't have this video right now, but I'm probably gonna put it on the thing. But there's this other video where this guard, he's just sitting there in the hospital, right? Like in the main floor, in the main lobby, and he's, you know, he basically helps people out that that are coming in or out. But it was late at night, and it was just he said he saw an old lady coming in, and that was asking for help to find her room because she no longer knows where it is because she got lost.
Mm-hmm.
And so the guard's like, oh yeah, he lets her in, closes the thing up. There's a gate, you know, he closes it up, and the lady's like, oh, where should I go? You know, this and that. And the guy's like, oh yeah, go this way. He has a whole conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then his partner hits him up with the radio. He's like, hey, yo, who the fuck are you talking to? And he was like, oh, this old lady. What old lady? There's nobody in front of you. And he's like, what? And you can see him in the video. He looks at the old lady, and he's like, no. He's like, she's right here. And he in the camera, he does this signal, like trying to show like it's her right in front of me. He's like, yeah, there's nobody there. And then he just turns around and starts fucking hauling ass. He was like, hell no.
That's wild.
Yes. And I'm like,
In a
that is
hospital
so
too?
fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's definitely creepy, man.
Yeah, it's creepy. But I'll probably put it up there if I find it. But I'll find this other two that I know about. I'll find them and, you know, probably in the next episode I'll show them to you because those are creepy too.
That's kind of.
Okay, so now we're getting more into the criminal type shit.
Oh, criminology.
Crimes and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, some murder
Bonnie and
shit.
Clyde.
Bonnie and
Ooh.
Clyde. Nah, but this is more of a, yeah, not Bonnie and Clyde type of shit, but this is more of a like a Ted Bundy. No, not Ted Bundy.
I want to say that's fucked up. Like,
Nah, Ted Bundy. There's the what's Laura and girls and shit. No. So okay, so here's the story. Here's the scoop for this one. This one is not. It's creepy because it's a case that was really like fucked up.
was this recently or back in the day?
No, this is back in the day.
Okay.
This is old, but like it's really creepy though because
I was about to say, I'm gonna look at my windows.
Like, oh, hell
yo,
no. So this is the Valiska axe murders. Do you ever heard about that?
the what?
The Valiska axe murders.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. No? Look, so this is how the shit goes. So the Valiska axe murders, you know, they occurred between June 9, 1912 and June 10, 1912. So this was back in the day, right?
You know what's crazy? Like, hold on, real quick. Like, we get like crazy cases like that, but it's mostly back in the day. We don't get it right
No,
now.
not anymore, because now we have DNA and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you do something, they got your ass. If you go
but,
around
like,
there and you
stuff like
fart,
that is
they
fucking
got you,
creepy,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
Like you'll think like there'll be cases like it'll be like a crazy ass like a murder spree, and like you're reading about it, I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. it's
Like, what
crazy
drove
as
them to
shit.
do that shit? But go ahead.
All right. So this happened in Iowa, okay? And the 6 members of the Moore family, okay, and then 2 guests that they had in the house.
This
were
sounds
fucked
so
up.
fucking familiar, bro.
It was a big case. So this shit happened. You know, this was fucking fucked up because they killed the family and the guests they had in the house. Okay, so it was called the axe murders because they were fucked up with an axe.
Axe, yeah.
Yes. So
Wasn't it like a daughter or like the wife like fucked up in the face with the axe?
there was. I mean, there wasn't any pictures. I didn't look at the
Yeah, no,
pictures.
but I think they was talking about like the face
something
guy.
like that. But the thing is, so the family members, okay, or the Moore family were the dad who was just Joshua B, okay, Sarah, and their 4 children: Herman Montgomery, Mary Catherine, Arthur Boyne, and Paul Vernon. Okay, that family that was in the house. Okay, and their 2 guests were fucked up by a guy with an axe who was in a murder spree. But the thing is, though, that they weren't the only victims. There were more, but they were killed after that. But the reason they were famous, this family was the one that got made famous, is because it was so many in the same house. And it was so fucking disgusting.
Oh my god.
Yes, and here I'm gonna show you the pictures of who they were. Now they're all gonna see it. As you can see, is the dad, mom, and the kids. There was a baby, dude, in there. There was a baby.
How do you just go in there with an axe and just?
Apparently, he was just it was just a crazy person because they could never find him. I looked everywhere online.
They never found him?
No. Every single document that I saw online, I
He
thought
gotta
it
be
was
dead
somebody-
now because it's like 2023.
He probably did. But
Yeah.
the thing is, though, like he got away with it.
That's insane.
He was like, you know what? Bop, bop,
Do
I'm
they,
out.
do they know who he is or no?
No, nobody knows. Okay,
What, in the Jack the Ripper?
They caught somebody like a suspect. I forgot his name, but the suspect. I can't even fucking speak. But he was suspect, and he was like, hey dude, do you do this? He was like, no. They were like, all right.
I believe you.
Yeah, because like back then they didn't have all that shit,
Yeah.
the DNA and the.
We're here to interrogate you. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you kill this family? No.
All right. He's
right,
good.
he said no,
He
you
said
know?
no. Like, yeah, but like,
What about an alibi? What the hell is that?
my cat said I was there. Like, let me see your cat. Yeah, he's talking. She's talking the truth. But no,
Let me
like,
see a cat. Meow.
no, but apparently the house where they were murdered at. This is kind of fucked up though. The family house where they were murdered at. It's now an attraction. You can pay to go and see the house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look, and it's called the Velisca Axe Murder House. And it has the date where the shit happened, June 10, 1912. And here's the picture of it. That's the house where they got murdered. It looks
You trying to
nice. What?
You trying to go?
Fuck yeah, I'm trying to go.
Actually, I'm not going. I was joking. What the hell's wrong with you?
I would go.
I'm
shit.
a bitch, bro. You know that.
I would sleep in that house.
I would not.
You know you could pay. I think you could pay money to sleep in that house.
Why would I pay money to sleep in a
Ghost,
house?
man. Ghost. You never know. Shit can happen. You can record it. Imagine,
For the gram.
bro. Do it for the gram.
Yo.
But like it's really creepy though. But to think that people actually paid to go where the murder happened is kind of messed up.
Facts.
But not gonna joke, I would do that. I would definitely go to that house, take pictures, and they're like, maybe a ghost in behind me, like, yeah. Maybe the little daughter behind me, like, yeah, what's up? It's more,
You know what I'm saying?
shit. But it was a big case, and what made it just really creepy was the fact that they were messed up and the killer was never found. So and I'd be fucking creeped out knowing somebody's out there with the actions going crazy, going stupid. Okay, now this one scares me a lot. I have a kid, and this scares me a lot because kids can see shit, man.
Yeah.
Kids can see hella shit,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, but this I know this thing that happened with my baby cousin. So my dad's sister, she has I think it's like she's 5 years old, and she talks a lot, and she goes around and she walks on her own and shit and everything. She goes around and do her own thing and stuff, and sometimes she walks in places that she's not supposed to walk into because she's a kid. And I remember this one time I was at my auntie's house, and she started fucking crying, like screaming. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh, what happened? I went to her like, are you okay? She was like, no. And no, shit. If she did that behind me, I would have fucking died. I'd be like, nah, don't do that. No, but like,
Me, I would have left the kid. I'm gonna be
throw the kid. Oh, fuck, take the kid, not me. Like, just fucking throw that kid. That's fucked up. No, but I would fucking done that. Nah. But
I would.
shit, you would.
Survival of the fittest, bro.
Shit,
Come on.
yeet. That ain't my kid.
Hey,
No, but
hey, little cousin.
oh god, no,
Little Timmy. I don't know.
fucking demons. No, but she started crying, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And because my auntie had this in her house. Oh shit.
Get your dirty vans
My bad.
off of this
Plug it
wall.
up just in case. Yeah, it's good. But my auntie had this shop under her house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like a little stairs that led to a basement. You know, the stairs that led to this basement that's, you know, kind of separated from the house, but it was still right there next to it. And in that room she had like her dresses, her everything that she used to, because she used to like, you know, make dresses and stuff for parties, quinceañeras. All the people used to ask her to make clothes for them because she was really good. She's really good at it till this
Right.
day. And you know, but she has a, but the thing is she's like a really religious woman. Like I'm telling you, like a big Mexican religious woman. You know those, you know,
Catholic. Yep.
yeah, the Padre Nuestro, you know, shit like that. And you know, go to church every Sunday, you know, and shit. But so she in Mexico we have this thing where we celebrate the birth of Jesus and shit. Well, I don't really do that, but most of my family.
Yeah, we call
do.
that Christmas.
Yeah, kind of. But what they do is there's a separate day where they grab this little thing with baby Jesus. They dress him up with his godly clothes, and they walk around the streets and they fucking blow like fireworks, and then whoever
Is there food involved?
Yes, because
Yo, we're
whoever
gonna have to go to Mexico then.
whoever owns that little baby Jesus, they go back to his house and they fucking party all night.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go to Mexico.
I'm telling
Want
you.
some food, right?
But the thing is, the fucking thing that really bothered me so much because I didn't want to go before heading out, we had to go to this little thing where they talk about the Bible for like 20 minutes, and I fucking hated those 20 minutes. I'm like, no, I want to just eat. I can blow fireworks and shit. But the thing is, though, she had a bunch of those in there because those that I think Christmas was approaching and shit. Those dates where they celebrate that, and so she had a bunch of them there. You know, and all of them were dressed up differently because a lot of people requested different outfits. You know, different ways.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, you know, somebody did a Spider-Man suit for his baby Jesus.
No way.
Yeah, I'm not fucking joking.
And she did it?
And she did it
That's
because
wicked.
she's getting paid bank. Shit, if they're paying you enough, I would do that shit too. I'll dress him as the Mandalorian. I don't give a fuck. You give me $100 and I'll do it. Like shit. But a lot of people.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. No joke. Somebody did their baby Jesus as Naruto.
That's wicked.
It is fucking. You should have seen it. Like baby Jesus had this little now spiky yellow hair and shit, and he was like this, and you know, and all of his suit and everything. It was like, oh fuck.
Jesus to Uzumaki.
Jesus Uzumaki. Holy Rasengan. they had so many Jesus dressed, bro. They even had one dressed as Jason.
That's what the fuck.
Yeah, they had one dressed as Jason. It was fucking like, because like usually the people who asked for those were like teenagers, you know, and they just wanted a reason to fucking drink and party, so they would do that. Some of them wouldn't even do the 20-minute thing with the Bible and shit.
They just want food.
They just want food and, you know, get crazy. But what's it called? So basically the thing is that we got way off track.
My bad, bro. My bad.
But my little cousin went down there after a later night because I remember me and my cousins used to stay up until like 12 to watch movies and shit. We used to watch like really scary movies. We were watching the Witch of Blair thing.
Blair Witch?
Something like that.
That's
Yeah.
what it's called,
With
yeah.
the found footage shit. We were watching the old one too. We watched both of them.
Oh, that's that creepy
We
shit.
found the old one. We watched the old one and then the new one. And we were watching that and shit. Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
Well, the new one, it wasn't really like scary. It was just weird.
It was weird, yeah. I like the old one better. But the thing is, yo, she went down there by herself at night because she said she dropped. She was playing with this ball, and she dropped it in there. And she's always like, fuck it, you know. Her mom told her not to go there. And like later at night, she could trip, and there's like, you know, she has all her material. She could get cut or whatever. There's knives and shit,
Right.
blades. And so she said, fuck it. She went in there. We didn't notice because we were so far away because she had to go through the kitchen and then take a different thing through the bathroom. You know, her house is a little big. So we didn't notice that she disappeared until she started screaming and shit. And I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, they hit me. And I'm like, who hit you? I was like, who the fuck hit you? She was like, somebody hit me. And I'm like, what do you mean somebody hit you? She was like, yeah. And I was like, is there somebody down there? Who is your sister there? Because I was there with my two cousins, but we had another one that used to stay with us sometimes. So I thought it was her, you know. And I was like, let me go check downstairs, and there was nobody there. And I was like, what are you talking about? And the thing is, there's a door that leads to the back of the house. And in the back of the house, if you open that door, it's pitch black because it's just fucking forest. Like acres of forest because they own so much land. There's if you open that door, there's like even trees like right there next to the tree.
Are you gonna hear?
Oh fuck no, hell nah, fuck that. I was just nah. But the thing, I went there and I saw the door. It was unlocked, so I thought maybe she went through there. But I opened the door. There was nobody there. It was just dark. The lights weren't even on because they usually turn them on. So I just locked it back down and just went back upstairs and talked to her. And she said, "No, but somebody did hit me, this and that." And I thought maybe she just fell and she thought somebody hit her. But I saw her little arm and she had like a little
red mark,
like a small bruise. No, it was a bruise. But I mean. I really don't know what it was, but she says somebody hit her. She says she saw somebody hit her. I tried to ask her more questions, but she's a 5-year-old. She wasn't really able to explain everything to me. She just said somebody hit her, and so I thought maybe she went down there, she tripped, she fell down, she maybe felt like somebody hit her. But she was scared though. That's the thing that creeped me out. Because like I don't think if a kid falls down, they'll scream their heads out because it hurts. Yeah. But I mean, they won't scream like the way she did.
Just get back up and move on with it.
Yeah, but she was like scared, shitless. Wow. Yeah. And so I told my auntie, and I was like, hey, this happened. She fell down probably, and she was like, where? I'm like, and the thing is, she got mad at her. She's like, you're not supposed to go there. This and that. I already told you, you can get hurt. But my auntie was like really mad about it. Like she was supposed to be there, and I was like, yeah,
you got in trouble.
Like something happened around there. No, but that room was creepy though, because sometimes
does she still get the same place or no?
Yeah, she's at the same place.
Yeah, we might have to check that out one day. You know what I'm saying?
Probably, but I mean that's in Mexico. If you want to go all the way down there,
we could take a vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But dude, a lot of things happen around over there because I don't know if it's just because a lot of people are just more religious down there.
Probably. Probably more religious than you have more people that would probably go against it. Because
the whole town over there is very, very religious. Yeah. And stuff. Oh, that reminds me. One of my uncles used to tell me this creepy story about the town because where she lives is a small town next to the border of Guatemala. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a big giant city. It's just like a small town, right? Maybe like the size of the size of downtown, just that part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not even like that. You can walk the whole entire area, in like 3 hours if you wanted to.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's not that big of a place. But so everybody knows each other, you will know everybody there.
Like, hola, vato.
No. Yeah, like, what's up, homie? You live in the other side? Yes, sir. But
I'll meet you 3 hours, Holmes. Type shit.
But my uncle used to tell me this story when I was a kid, just to scare us. I don't know why he told us this story, but the story's fucking creepy. He would tell us this so we go to sleep, okay? And I don't know why.
That's fucked up.
Because he was like, you guys don't go to sleep, this is gonna happen to you. And I'm like, oh fuck, and I would just go to sleep because I was scared. But I was like, no. But the story was the first time he told me the story. I don't know what type of story it was. I thought it was gonna be like a friendly story. Like if you go to sleep, you're not gonna get this.
There was a girl named Alicia.
Oh, you got that Spanish.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I was trying to think of like a weird Spanish name. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't think of one.
There were so many Marias in Mexico. You throw a rock, you hit one of them.
Maria.
Maria, and there are like 2 of them.
Maria, 8 of them.
Like what? No. But he told me the story about okay, so this is how the story goes, okay? Then he said this is real. Like this happened back in the day in that town. Because that town has a lot of history of like people being witches and shit.
I believe it.
And people, killing the people who were witches back in the day. That place is fucking, it's like the Salem witch trial shit type of shit, But the one that nobody knew about. The Mexican witch Salem.
It's probably like the Maria witch trial.
The Maria witch trial. Maria, are you a witch? No, senor, I'm not a witch.
You lie.
You lie. Burn, bitch. Burn, witch. Bruja. And start like
Bruja.
Throw rocks at that bitch. In Spanish. Burns in Spanish.
So jalapeno pepper.
Yes. Oh, that's just funny. No, but so we knew this lady and around there that a lot of people thought that she was a witch because the way she would like handle herself and shit. She won't come out, and whenever she did, she would always like dress up in like all black and shit, and she would just walk around fucking creepy face. And a lot of kids didn't like her because she would always get mad about people getting around her land and shit. Like, bitch, ain't nobody want to be in land. But she was always like, that. Like, and a lot of kids used to play soccer around there. And if sometimes their ball would go and land in their jar, you would never get that ball back. That shit was fucking annoying, bro. Used to play soccer. I kicked that bitch, trying to like score and shit. Trying to be messy. That bitch landed that.
Trying to be messy.
As soon as
I don't know, man. I'm Ronaldo.
Damn, Ronaldo, bro.
No, I'm fucking with you. I don't watch football.
Okay. But that land there, and as soon as that soccer landed, we're like, nah, let's get the fuck out of here. That shit is gone. We'll never get it back. And we just found out that she just popping. Yeah, she fucking hated people there.
That's tough.
Yeah, but he told me the story about basically. He said that when that town was founded, there was very, very few people, like probably like 40 or 50, people living in that town. And supposedly there was a witch that they, witch or a lady that they thought it was a witch because of that shit. And supposedly every day at 9, she would come out and play a violin. And just play it outside her house, like really. You could, and all the townspeople will hear it. Because it's a small town. They used to be way smaller, and she would play. And she used to live like on a hill and shit. And she would play a violin. If you know how violins are, they're very loud when they play it. So they said that everybody in the town will know what time 9 is, because they'll hear that violin like, oh, 9. So he said that she will always play that, the whole entire time, all the time. And then out of nowhere, like a lot of people hated her because they were like all this stuff they said about her wasn't true, supposedly. About her being a witch. And so, she was like, she hated everybody for that because she said she was not a witch.
Right.
Yeah, which may be true. And like the townspeople may be assholes for that, because why would you say shit that's not true, But she said she used to play that violin. And then one day when she was playing her violin, after she was done playing her violin, she went home to sleep and her house caught on fire. Yeah. And her house like was destroyed completely. And she fucking died in that fire. Yeah, she died in that fire. And a lot of people were like, they didn't know what happened. What started the fire. They never found out what happened. Yeah. So a lot of people thought that maybe somebody did it, or maybe she just died. They thought that maybe she had dementia. She forgot or something. She light herself on her house on fire, and died. But then after she passed away, this is the creepy shit, bro. Mm-hmm. At 9, the next week after they buried her, you will hear the violin playing again. And so people were like, what the fuck? They're like, what's going on? They went up there and they didn't see anybody in the house. The house was destroyed, but they would still hear the violin. So every day and night, for 5 days, it played. And on the 6th day, it stopped at 9. They were like, they were all relieved because they were tired of it. They were tired of the sound. But then, when the day that it stopped, the kid disappeared. Yeah, a kid disappeared. Couldn't find him. They didn't know where it was. Her mom was destroyed. And then the day after the kid disappeared, guess what? At 9, violin again. Started playing. And so gone. And so again, 9 hit. 5 days after, and it stopped again. Guess what? Another kid disappeared.
That's crazy.
And so, townspeople, when they heard the violin, they were fucking like relieved, yet scared, because they were like, thank God it's playing. That means there's no kid disappearing. But this is horrifying because we know what happens if it stops. And so it kept doing that. And many kids disappear every 5 days. They disappear. 9. Okay. So the townspeople decided to go to the lady's house and put an end to it. So they got torches. They got those big giant fork things. That's what he told me they did. And then machetes and shit, because they're Mexican, And so, like, we're gonna find this bitch. We're gonna find this bitch.
The pitchforks are for like Salem witch trials. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got machetes and slingshots. You feel me?
Let's go, fool. Yeah, I said, let's fuck this bitch up, And so
they went up, right here.
Let's go. Then so they went up there, and guess what? They saw her, but she wasn't. She was sitting in the middle of all the ashes of her house, and you could see her just playing, and her body was like all old and up and shit. And so they told the lady, they were like, get the fuck out of our town. We don't want you here, You kept you're the one taking our kids, aren't you, you witch? And then the lady was like, you guys, she was like, you made me do this. I was not what you guys call me, but now that I'm dead, I will become that. And if you guys want your kids back, here they are. And she opens up her mouth like inhumanly big and drops bones blood and like clothes and shit into the ground and everywhere across the townspeople, and she just disappears and dips. And so the townspeople just like, what the fuck? And so a bunch of and then they try to leave, but here's the thing: when they said when they try to leave, they will never hear anything about them again. So they assumed that they just got taken by the witch as well. So they couldn't leave, and if they stayed, their kids would die. So there was no way out. But here's the thing: Uncle told me that supposedly one of the kids, because in that town, back then there was a sheriff, town sheriff, but it wasn't that big police force. It was just him, some other people, like a small town, And so the sheriff's kid talked to his mom and told him like, hey, the night the lady passed away, me and my best friend went up there and we lighted her wood behind her house on fire to mess with her, but it got out of control and we couldn't turn it off, so we just ran away. They killed the lady, and so their mom was like, do not say anything about this to anybody because they will take you to the witch,
right.
And so the kid was quiet about it and never told anybody. So the violin at 9 kept going, but then all the kids were gone. There were no longer any kids. So the adults started disappearing, every day, slowly started disappearing. And then, thing is though, the kid that murdered the lady didn't disappear. He stayed until he was the last one in that town. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so the kid was there by himself in the town after his parents got, disappeared. He was by himself, waiting, every day. And then he turned older. He became like probably a 50-year-old man, waiting and waiting. And so my uncle told me that kid was, a man was just waiting. He was terrified. He was just waiting for that to happen,
Right.
Because the violin kept playing. And then one day, it stopped and supposedly took him, But here's the thing though, many people believe that he didn't die and that he married somebody else and that the lady that, they always saw in our town was his descendant. And so he was like, so if you guys ever hear a violin at night, go to bed or else you'll be taken. I was like, what the fuck?
And he's saying this based on a true story? That's a creative ass story.
Let me tell you, that shit is creepy.
That's a creative ass story.
It is, and
because he pictured that shit so well. Like,
yes, and then the thing is though, my bedtime used to be 9 over there, so it fits.
Right.
So he was like, you better go to sleep before you hear that violin, or if you don't hear it, you gone. I'm like, oh, bye. So,
that's actually wild.
So that's creepy, and like, it was fucked up. I don't know why people tell us that. Like, I was a kid, that shit creeped me the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
I was like, nah. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my ass to bed today, like right now.
That's a really creative story.
It is, like, but he supposedly it was true. But if you see the lady, she was like, she was really creepy, and maybe she was a witch. I don't know, because a lot of shit happened back then.
Yeah.
Okay. This one freaked me out because I'm always looking around like the corners around this house or whatever. I'm just like that. I'm just paranoid, and I'm just afraid that one day I'm gonna look at a corner and this shit is gonna be there. Look, you see that door? It's gonna open. It's tried open. She was home alone.
Nah, son.
She didn't know who that fucking was. That is fucking good. Well, thank you for watching this third episode of Horrified Beans with our boy David right here. Go subscribe to his Twitch stream. Auntie David.
Twitch.tv/Auntie David.
There you go. And please subscribe to us. Like it.
Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Tell us how you guys feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you guys need any improvement on this, just leave a comment down below.
Not even. Just tell how you guys, like, if you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite part about this?
Yeah. You want to clip it. It is what it is. Well, thank you for watching.
Girl, I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. And each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. Spinning and around and around. While we go to the end of the road.
Damn.
That's my song right there, bro.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna put that in the video. I ain't
Wait,
gonna that bitch out. Nah.
That's my song right there.